Hello, how you doing? This is Aisley Jackson, City of Savannah Business Location Approval and Zoning Use Coordinator. And today I'm doing a short, quick video. What to do next once you receive your business location approval. All right, so we're going to dive right into this. So here you're going to see this is an email that you're going to receive to your business. And in the subject should have the business approval plan number or application number is what this number represents. It's going to have your address that's up here as well. All right, the email is going to go to the email address that's on the application, and a copy of that's going to be sent to our business tax division in the City of Savannah Revenue Office. They handle the business license, which we call a business tax certificate. And a copy will be sent to me as well. It's going to come from my email address, even though it's automatically generated by the system once your application is approved. So I just say that because a lot of people think I'm sitting here manually, sending this out, and I'm manually doing the work, but there's some automation in the process, that automatically kicks this information out. All right. And the information is only as good as the information we put in the system. So when you apply and you put in the information like that email address into the system, it only can kick that the same email address you put in there. So if you want the emails to go to a different email address, you need to put that email address that you're going to check on a regular basis. A lot of people will put a secondary business email or the business email they just created, but they don't check that email often. Then you need to go into that email settings and have that email automatically forwarded to your main email if that's the case. All right, so let's jump into this. This email is going to contain this language here, the business approval, the name of the business at such and such address has been approved. All right, so please find a copy of the attached business approval letter, which is going to be a PDF attachment letter. This business approval letter is not a business license tax certificate. All right, we have to clarify that because a lot of people think this is it and they're good to go. And that's not the business license. This is just the business location approval so that you can qualify to get the business license, which we call a business tax certificate. I've also copied the Revenue Department in this email. The City of Savannah Revenue Department, not the state of Georgia, but our City of Savannah Revenue Department has been copied right there in this email. They're still going to want you to print a copy of this approval letter out and add that to the packet that you're going to see here. So the business location approval letter does not guarantee or grant authorization to operate business in Savannah. You're required to apply for a business tax certificate through the City of Savannah Revenue Department right here. So we place that right there because sometimes we'll get people say, well, is approval or am I approved or not? Clearly says this, you're approved for the location approval, but this is not a business license. Go here to finish the process. And this is it. This is what you do next. All right. When you click on that next, and I'll go ahead and do that real quick because it'll pop up. And let me hit Control to make sure I bring up that page. So that being the case, that's going to bring up the City of Savannah Revenue Department's business license page. All right, and then this is the application right here. So this gives you an idea of the business location approval, which you already did, and this is the flow chart, brochure, all that information, the contact information of right here as far as for the business tax revenue department, all right here. So boom, when you click on that, that's going to bring up their application. Now for details in this application, you're going to have to call them, but a lot of people will get this application and think they need all of this stuff here. And see there's a little area over here. The reason you need to call the revenue department is so that they can tell you which one of these things over here you need based on the type of business you are. All right. So it's going to say development services, which is planning and urban design now, is where this is me. All businesses are going to need that. So you're going to check that off. All right. And this number and information, I don't like that, but that's what they have in there. All right, but you already know how to get me. I always direct people right here to this website. It's going to have all the accurate, up-to-date information when it comes to the business location approval, at all times. I'll update this frequently, and this is what you need to save for future reference to go to in case there's new application updates or information. That's where it is located. The rest of this stuff, the Revenue Department will let you know. If you need Savannah Police Department background check, that's for certain type of businesses. All right. If you are a convenience store, you might need, Department of Agriculture. If you're a restaurant, you're going to need Chatham County Health Department. So when you contact the revenue department, tell them what type of business, they'll tell you what all you need, what documentation that you're going to need. A lot of people say, I already have this stuff. Well, if you have that stuff, then great. Just get a copy of it and provide that with the rest of these documents. All right, this is the application. I think everything you need to fill is below this line. This information, people call me all the time, and I direct them to the City of Savannah Revenue Department so they can tell you what information goes here, but this is information up top that they tend to fill out. All right, and I think if I read here or the instructions on the back, it probably would tell us that. All right, you fill this page out. There's their address, their phone number, and this is the line-by-line instructions. All right, so this tells you basically how to complete that form, the application. This is their chart of how much you're going to pay. People ask me how much are the fees. I always tell people it starts at $85 and it go on up. As you can see, there's a range depending on how much revenue you make. Depends on in what category they put you in. It tells you how much you're going to pay. All right. So if you're just starting a business, most people are going to pay in this range because they hadn't made any money yet. So your fee is going to be somewhere in that range if you're just starting out. All right. Other folks, and I think they have a max that you can pay yearly. All that, you just contact the City of Savannah Revenue Department. They will get you squared away. This is a document you need to have filled out and notarized. This is an affidavit as well, signed and notarized when you bring, and this is it. Bring those 2 notarized forms along with this document and your business approval and whatever, proof of documentation that they say you need, whether it's your driver's license, a proof of address, your lease or something to a business, all of that stuff right there, they will let you know, and you bring that along with, payment and anything else you need, but just give them a call. That is all you need to do after you get your business location approval letter from me. Is the bottom line, just contact the City of Savannah Revenue Department, let them walk you through any questions that you have here, and that is it. All right, one more thing. When you click on the actual approval letter, let me go ahead and do that and bring that over. So this is what the approval letter looks like, just so that you know. When you open up the approval, it again lets you know this is not an approval to operate a business in the City of Savannah. See instructions below to finalize the process. Every step of the way, is pointing you in the right direction. This is the information, your PIN, the address, applicant name. I'm going to blur a lot of this out for privacy. Zoning district, this is the zoning use. This one is a home occupation, which is a business that's based from the home. This is very important. In zoning, the use, the description, how you describe what you do, your business. And this is key information. We keep reiterating. This is not grant authorization to operate a business, but it also points you to the website for the business tax certificate at the City of Savannah Revenue Department. So there's multiple times that we direct you, point you in the right direction for your business approval. You're going to print this business approval out and add it to the documents that you just saw, or any documents you need to get your business tax certificate. All right, so continue into the video and let's finish up. All right, so that's going to do it for this video right here. There are other videos, information, frequently asked questions, that's on the business location approval webpage. All right, so when you go to the business location webpage and things of that nature, when you click on this application here, it takes you to the business location page. These are the steps. This is another video. You should have already done this if you're watching this video, but for future reference, here it is. All our contact information, my contact information is further down here on this page. So you can see point of contact right here, me, my phone number, email address, all of that is right here. So God bless and much success. Take care.